welcome back to my channel and welcome to video number 3 in my Eat This Not That Savvy Swaps on WW. Today we're going to talk all about condiments. What are the condiments you should avoid, and what are some of the savvy swaps that you can make to pick a better, less fatty, less sugary, way better in smart points, bang for your buck condiment. So I'm going to share everything and anything with you that is condiment related. So if you want to see what you should eat and make a savvy swap on WW as far as condiments go, stay tuned. Let's start our condiments off with butter. As you know, regular traditional butter is very high in fat, making it very high in smart points. There are some savvy swaps that you can make when it comes to butter that dramatically decrease the number of smart points but still give you all of that rich, delicious butter flavor. I highly recommend that you swap full fat butter for a light butter. My favorite is the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Light. It comes in a yellow tub with the green writing. I also love the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Spray. Now for the butter in the tub, you can have 1 tablespoon for 1 smart point. Traditional butter is 1 tablespoon for 4 smart points. So that's 1/4 of the points and you still get butter. You can still have butter in your life. As far as the spray butter goes, you can have quite a bit of sprays for 0 smart points. So that's something that I really like to put on vegetables. I love the spray butter. 5 sprays or so on a bowl of vegetables and it's delicious, and I still feel like I'm indulging in butter, but I'm saving 1/4 of the smart points. So definitely check out the light butter options in your area. I know Parquet also makes a spray that is 0 points, and you may have other options in your area, your neck of the woods at your grocery stores, but definitely swap out those full fat butters for a light butter. Let's talk a little bit about jelly. As you know, we have a great swap for peanut butter, but what about jelly? Jelly is full of sugar, so it's going to spike the smart points because of its sugar content, but they have sugar-free jelly in several different flavors. I have to say I love the strawberry and I love the blackberry. I've even seen an orange marmalade and a raspberry. So you can still have jelly, just make sure that you're savvy swapping that out for sugar-free jelly. It is 0 smart points for a serving because it generally has about 10 calories or so. So very minimal on the calories, but you can still have jelly on your toast, on your PB&J, or however you like to enjoy jelly. Speaking of peanut butter, let's talk about peanut butter swaps. So traditional peanut butter, your Jifs, your Skippies of the world, they're going to cost you 5 or 6 smart points for a couple tablespoon serving. That's a lot when you only have 23 or 30 smart points in a day. We all know about PB2. PB2 is a great option. You can make that with water, or you can make it with sugar-free syrup, as Amanda Lewis showed on her channel, and make a peanut butter dupe. It's good. I actually prefer the PB2 or a powdered peanut butter in a protein shake or a smoothie versus spread on a piece of toast or for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. If I want real, legit peanut butter, I always, 100% of the time, go for Jif Whips. Jif Whips is amazing. It is seriously indulging in peanut butter for half the smart points. You can have 7 grams of Jif Whips for 1 smart point. You can have an entire tablespoon for 2 smart points. So it's just a great savvy swap for your traditional peanut butter. You still get peanut butter, and it's great for those sandwiches and toast. So you have options. You have PB2 and you also have Jif Whips. Mayo is another thing that is traditionally very high in smart points because it's full of fat. And there are some good mayos out there for substitutes and some not so good mayos out there for substitutes. I cannot stand fat-free mayonnaise. I don't even know how they make fat-free mayonnaise because mayonnaise is oil and eggs, but it has it's a terrible, in my opinion, it has terrible taste, terrible aftertaste. So I would rather take a little bit of a smart points hit and get a reduced fat or light mayonnaise. My favorite is Best Foods. I've also heard that Hellmann's light mayonnaise is absolutely delicious, and I really like Kraft as well. So you have a lot of options in the mayo department. 1 tablespoon of light mayonnaise is only 1 smart point. So that's plenty, you guys, for a sandwich. That's absolutely enough even to mix with tuna fish or egg salad. 1 tablespoon of mayo goes a long way. So just choose a reduced fat, a light mayo over your traditional mayo. And hey, you may like the fat-free mayo, and I believe that fat-free mayo is 0 smart points. So if you can get past the taste and it's something that you enjoy, then definitely that's the best bang for your points buck. But a light or a reduced fat mayo is a great option as well. Ketchup can be tricky because ketchup is, again, full of sugar. That's what gives it the smart points. And who uses 1 tablespoon of sugar? Like, let's be completely honest. Are you using 1 smart point, 1 tablespoon worth of ketchup on your burger with your French fries? Probably not. There are some great ketchup savvy swaps out there. I love the G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup. It's absolutely delicious. In my opinion, you can't tell the difference between regular ketchup and a reduced sugar or no sugar ketchup. I don't think it has any different taste, and you can have a lot more for your points. So I really love the G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup, and also Heinz makes a very good reduced sugar or no sugar added ketchup as well. So if you are a ketchup connoisseur, I bet that you wouldn't notice much difference between a regular ketchup and a reduced sugar, and you're gonna save yourself a ton of points. You're gonna be able to have a lot more ketchup for your points because, again, no one only uses 1 tablespoon of regular ketchup. Now, mustard, that's a given, is 0 smart points. Any type of mustard, besides 1, is going to be 0 smart points on any plan. Your stone ground, your Dijon, your yellow mustard. But there is a mustard out there, my friends, that is absolutely delicious and is very low smart points. And that is honey mustard from Heinz. This honey mustard is amazing. I'll put it here on the screen how the points break down, but there is a certain amount of this honey mustard that you can have for 0 smart points. I love, love, love it on hard-boiled eggs. It's so good. I love it on my hamburger. It's so good to dip fries in. You can even dilute it down a little bit and have a honey mustard dressing for a salad. But this honey mustard is delicious, and it is very low smart point. Instantly, when I saw it on the shelf, I thought, no way, because it has honey in it. So there's no way that it's gonna work into my plan, that it's going to be a reasonable amount of smart points, but I was mistaken. And not only is it a reasonable amount of smart points, it is delicious. So if you are a honey mustard fan, highly, highly recommend. Any other mustard on the market is going to be 0 smart points. So eat all the mustard that you'd like. Salad dressing is another sticky situation. Salad dressings, your traditional full fat, are high in points because of the fat content and oftentimes the sugar. If you're getting a sugar type of salad dressing, it's going to be a lot of smart points because there's a lot of sugar. And then whatever they use to make those creamy dressings is full of fat. So again, let's talk fat-free. I'm not a fan of fat-free salad dressing. I think that the Kraft fat-free ranch is horrible. I think that the Walden Farms is absolutely horrible. I don't know how you can have any type of food that's actually food that has 0 calories. So I don't recommend either of those if you're looking for a great salad dressing swap. Now, what I will recommend is Bolthouse Farms. Bolthouse Farms has great Greek yogurt reduced fat dressing where you can have 1 tablespoon for 1 point or 2 tablespoons for 2 points. It's absolutely delicious. It comes in all of your favorite salad dressing flavors, your ranch, your blue cheese, your Thousand Island, your honey mustard, your avocado ranch, you name it, Bolthouse Farms has it. Great salad dressing savvy swap. Also, there's a great dressing that you can make at home in literally 5 minutes, and it is called the Skinny Kitchen Ranch. I thought of this today, and it's been a minute since I've made this, so I'm definitely going to be adding this to my meal prep list. It is literally easy to make. It has 3 ingredients: light mayonnaise, buttermilk, and ranch seasoning, and you can have tons of it for low smart points. Of course, I will put the smart points here on the screen for you, and I will link the recipe for the Skinny Kitchen Ranch down below for you. Highly recommend. Now, there are some light dressings that are pretty good. There's an Olive Garden light dressing, and you can even go with a Hidden Valley Ranch just on the light side, and it's going to save you a lot of smart points. So you don't have to have the icky fat-free 0 calorie concoction dressings on WW. Just savvy swap those out for something with a little less fat and a little less sugar, but it still tastes delicious. Whipped topping is another thing I cannot live without. I love whipped topping. Now, when you're buying the tub, the Cool Whip, there isn't much different in smart points between the regular Cool Whip, the light, the sugar-free, the fat-free. You're not going to see a lot of change in points, but what you will see is a change in the amount you can have for those points. So that's something that I don't feel that you necessarily have to savvy swap out. You can have the traditional whipped topping and just have a little bit less for the smart points. Also, there's the whipped topping that comes in a can. You guys know I have an obsession, legit, literal obsession with fat-free Ready Whip. Now, fat-free Ready Whip is the way to go, in my opinion. You can have up to 5 tablespoons of fat-free Ready Whip for 0 smart points. 0. That means no smart points for whipped topping. I literally use this on everything. Coffee, hot chocolate, waffles, any dessert that I have, I put it on my non-fat Greek yogurt. You name it, your girl uses fat-free Ready Whip for everything. So highly recommend, if you can find this in your area, picking this up. You can literally have buckets of it for 1 smart point. So highly recommend. Also, if you can find it in your area, and I've only been able to find it at Walmart, there is also a Reese's peanut butter whipped topping and a Hershey's milk chocolate whipped topping. Now, these are going to be 2 smart points, or I'm sorry, 2 tablespoons for 1 smart point. So a little less whipped cream, but still so delicious. Again, I've only been able to find these at Walmart. So if you can score the Reese's whipped topping or the Hershey's, bang, for your points, buck, and it is so delicious. So don't take whipped topping out of the mix for you. Just savvy swap it out for one that has a little bit less smart points. And again, your best bang for your points buck is fat-free Ready Whip. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about sugar. As you know, you can still have a regular plain white sugar or brown sugar on your journey. It's just going to cost you a little bit more smart points for the serving. So for 1 teaspoon of white sugar is 1 smart point. Not bad. If you're someone who just likes that little bit of sweetness, say in your coffee or in your smoothie, then 1 point for a teaspoon of white sugar is not bad. But if you like a lot of sugar, or if you are someone that does a lot of baking, then I highly recommend sugar substitutes. My #1 for both white sugar, brown sugar, and powdered sugar is going to be Lakanto. Their sugar substitutes are made from monk fruit, which is a real plant that grows on this earth sugar alternative. There is not a lot of chemicals. It's not full of things that will hurt your stomach, and it's 0 smart points. I buy mine off of the Nutrition website. That will be linked down below for you guys, but I highly recommend the Lakanto monk fruit sweetener. Also, if you are a member of Costco, Costco sells a very large bag of the granular monk fruit for $9. So if you can get over to Costco, that is going to be your best price. But you can pick these up on Nutrition. I've also seen these on Amazon, and those are linked in my Amazon store, which is also down in the description box. Also, for brown sugar, I love Sucrin Gold. Sucrin Gold is another great brown sugar alternative. It is just a little bit heftier in the price, and again, it is purchased off of Nutrition. So those are great sugar substitutes. There's other things out there. There's stevia, there's Splendor, there's sucralose, there's Swerve. There's a lot of options for sugar substitutes, and we all have different taste buds. So what sugar substitute I like, you may not like. I'm not a fan of Swerve. I think Swerve gives a cooling effect after you eat it that I cannot deal with. So I don't ever buy Swerve. I stick with Lakanto or Sucrin Gold for my brown sugar. So just find the sugar substitute that works for you. Or if you need real sugar in your life, just watch your portions and you can still work it into your day. Honey is another thing that I instantly think is a no-go on WW. Not that honey isn't absolutely amazing for you, but honey is sugar and very high in smart points. Yes, you can still have honey on WW. It's just going to cost you a lot of smart points. So I found a great honey alternative that I use mainly in baking. I'm not one that puts honey in my tea or anything like that, but I really enjoy honey in baking. So I found a substitute, again, off of the Nutrition website. I'll go ahead and put a picture here on the screen. This is Nature's Hollow Honey Substitute. It tastes like real honey, you guys. It's thick, it's delicious, and it's 1 tablespoon for 1 smart point. I believe traditional honey is 4 smart points for 1 tablespoon. So this is 1/4 of the points, and it's a great dupe for honey. It is a little bit on the expensive side, but again, if you're using it in your tea or using it to bake, then you're not going to go through it very fast. And it's definitely worth the investment to swap out some of those high point things like honey in your baking dishes. It is, I believe, about $7 for the container. And the other warning that I do want to give you about it is that it is made with xylitol. So keep that on a top shelf away from your pets. It's absolutely deadly to pets in very small doses. So for me, with Diesel and Lola, mine is on the very top shelf in my closed door pantry. So just a little word of caution there. But if you love honey and you're looking for a great substitute to save some points, then check out the Nature's Hollow sugar-free honey on the Netrition website. What about barbecue sauce? I love barbecue sauce. And what I love about it is it's sweet, which means it has a lot of sugar, which means it's high in smart points. But there is a great barbecue sauce dupe out there. Now, I know that there are some recipes floating around on the internet where you can make your own low smart point barbecue sauce. I have not done that, but that is something that I would definitely consider doing down the road. But if you're looking for one that you can just grab and go, G. Hughes is absolutely delicious. He makes, or they make, a ton of different flavors of the barbecue sauce. The original, the hickory, there's a honey, there's a smoked. I love the hickory. There's even a sweet heat, I believe. As you know, I'm not a spicy person, but I know that that one has rave reviews. I love the hickory. You can find these at Walmart. You can also buy these online on Amazon. Even your local grocery store may potentially carry these. I know for me that Fred Meyer, where I do my grocery shopping, it's like double the price of Walmart. So I always just pick my G. Hughes barbecue sauce up at my local Walmart. But you guys will not know the difference, and it's 0 smart points. You can have a ton of it before you even reach 1 smart point. So it's great for pulled chicken, pulled pork, to top a breast of chicken with, to make a barbecue burger. It's a great option. My husband eats it all the time and has no idea that it is not just regular traditional barbecue sauce. So this is a great savvy swap that's going to save you a lot of points but still be full of flavor. While we're talking about barbecue sauce, an honorable mention is teriyaki sauce. This is another thing that I love because I love anything sweet, but it has a lot of sugar, so it is high in smart points. Again, G. Hughes makes a fantastic sugar-free teriyaki sauce. Again, you guys are not gonna know the difference. It's absolutely delicious. Put it on your stir fry and you literally will not know the difference between 0 point teriyaki sauce and 10 smart point teriyaki sauce. It literally tastes delicious. Trader Joe's also has a soyaki, which is really good. It is going to be points, but it's a great savvy swap if you don't want to do the sugar-free route of G. Hughes. And again, I find the G. Hughes at my local Walmart, and of course Trader Joe's carries the soyaki. So you can even have teriyaki veggies, teriyaki stir fry, and stay well within your smart points budget. Oil is another thing that you instantly think is out of your food forever on WW. However, it is encouraged that you do incorporate healthy fats into your eating every day, and oil, depending on the oil, is a healthy fat. My favorite oil is avocado oil, and my favorite brand is Chosen Foods. I buy it at Costco because you can get the huge jar of it for $10. I love it. I want to caution you guys not to completely remove healthy oils out of your life. You can have 1 teaspoon of avocado oil or olive oil for 1 smart point. You can take 1 smart point for a healthy fat, fry up your veggies in that, or maybe your turkey breast or something. You're not going to taste it, but it's going to give you that little dose of healthy fat. You can even use it to drizzle that teaspoon over your salad. But I recommend choosing a healthy fat like avocado oil or olive oil. And if you want to have a olive oil savvy swap, then you can pick up the spray, like the Pam spray or the olive oil spray. Again, I love the Chosen Foods avocado oil spray. And again, you can buy that at Costco. You get 2 containers for $6. And I know in your local grocery store, it's about $6 each. So Costco is a great price for that. Also, Trader Joe's has a fantastic olive oil spray, pan spray. So that's a dupe, but I highly recommend that you use both in your journey. You use a little bit of those healthy fats, and then you substitute with a nonstick spray in olive oil or avocado oil. One thing I wanted to touch on as far as condiments goes that is actually surprisingly WW friendly is queso. I know, you think cheese sauce and you think heavy points value. No, my friends, you can have 2 tablespoons of Tostitos queso for 1 smart point. That that is it. Put it on your veggies, put it on a quesadilla. It is delicious. Dip your chips in it. I mean, who doesn't want 2 Smart Points worth of cheese sauce, or 2 tablespoons worth of cheese sauce for 1 Smart Point? So although I don't have a savvy swap for you, I wanted to throw that in on the condiments because that is a condiment that is always in my refrigerator because queso is delicious. And again, 2 tablespoons, 1 Smart Point. And the last condiment savvy swap I have for you is going to be sour cream. Now, there are a lot of great savvy swaps for sour cream. Ditch that full fat sour cream and pick up a light sour cream. You can also pick up what's called Chobani Savor. I have yet to find this in my area, but I see this a lot on YouTube, and this is very, very low in Smart Points. But if you can't find this, grab a light sour cream at your local store. You can even go fat-free sour cream. I don't recommend it necessarily for eating, say topping a burrito or a taco, but it's great in cooking. Throw that fat-free sour cream in a recipe and you're not gonna know the difference. But a light sour cream is going to save you some points and is going to be equally as delicious. Also, if you're looking for a 0 Smart Point sour cream, non-fat Greek yogurt, plain non-fat Greek yogurt like Fae is a great dupe for sour cream. If you can deal with the little bit of tang that you get from yogurt, you can put this on your tacos and your burritos. And in my opinion, I do it all the time. I don't notice much difference between sour cream and non-fat Greek yogurt. So in the event that I don't have points for sour cream, I'll add a little dollop of the non-fat Greek yogurt and it's 0 Smart Points. I love sour cream, so I generally will save points for that and I just pick the light sour cream. But in the event that you want a 0 point option, non-fat Greek yogurt will do the trick. Thank you for joining me on video number 3 of Eat This, Not That, WW Savvy Swaps Condiments Edition. So I hope that I shared with you some great substitutes for your favorite condiments. I tried to let you know where you could pick those up and what some of my favorites are. Now remember, condiments is not where you should be spending your points. You should be spending your points on the bulk of your meal and using these savvy swaps to make it taste a little bit better with these great condiments. Condiments are tricky. Sauces, dips, dressings, that really can make your Smart Points budget skyrocket. So you want to make sure that you are making savvy swaps so that you have points left in your day for more nutritious options to spend those points on. But we all need condiments. Girl needs condiments in her life. So these are some great alternatives for you. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would hang out with me a little bit longer and hit that little subscribe button and that bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Down in the description box is the recipe for the Skinny Kitchen Ranch, as well as the links to Nettrition and my Amazon store, as well as all of the other links and discount codes that I can share with you for some of my favorite WW foods. Also, thumbs up this video if you're loving this Savvy Swap Eat This, Not That series. I still have one more video coming your way, and it's my favorite video. It is snacks and desserts. I love dessert. So these are going to be incredible savvy swaps that you can make on your WW journey. So thank you guys so much for sticking around, watching this video, and I hope that I shared some valuable information with you. And of course, I'll see you next time. Bye.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's